Hello everybody, it's Larry. Welcome to today's video. What we're going to talk about today, this is the first this week in the intermediate series. We're going to talk about the census reports and how to read them a little easier. Now, we're going to pretend like we're looking for the right family, and so I'm looking in here, and they're kind of hard to read. You know, the cursive, sometimes these census reports are really difficult to read. We spot the rights here, but they're not my rights. So we're going to go to the next page, and we look in here, and we may or may not see the right families that we're looking for. So here's a little trick. What we're going to do, first off, see down here where it has the two people down at the bottom. All right, see my cursor right down here in the middle and the bottom. It says 1 of 3. So we're going to click on the little person icon, and notice how it brings up the names. I can click on this and drag this up and down. Okay, and it makes all the words on the page easier. So if I click on this, see how it highlights the family there? If I click on here, it highlights the next family. So there's the rights. So it says, oh, there they are. And so I may not have seen them here, but if I see them in here, I can click on Willie Wright or Flora Wright, and it'll highlight Flora, or, you know, I'm sure that's Millie instead of Willie, but it is what it is. And you can see the data from most of the columns, not all of the columns. This is mother's birthplace, which, you know, comes right over into here. This part isn't documented right here. Now, sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. Ancestry, you know, spent a lot of time, money, and effort to digitize these and get this information in here. And this is the metadata that makes it searchable. So we can click and find any of these that we're searching on. Now, let's say that I'm still not able to find the right family. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm on the first page, and you're going to click and hold down right here. Okay, and you're going to just drag somewhere in the page, and we're going to stop. And then over here on the right, we're going to go to the bottom. So over here, now be real careful not to click in here. If you do, it'll start this all over. And you'll know that the blue goes away. So we're going to drag it all the way to the bottom. Okay, a little tough. Sometimes you got to do the down arrow to get it. Now we're going to hold down the Shift key and click just one time, and it highlights everything in blue. Now we're going to hold down the Control key and C, and then we're going to go over and paste this in Excel. All right, so now we've got this pasted in Excel, and we're going to go to the next page. So we're going to come right here to the next page. Now notice the top is still highlighted, and also if you've ever worked with censuses, you know, we can take advantage of the fact that if you're at the bottom of the page, how it starts you the next page at the bottom. I used to find that kind of annoying, but with this feature, it's kind of handy. So you're already at the bottom, so you just hold down the Shift, click one time, it highlights all this, Control C, and Control V over into Excel spreadsheet. So now we have all that data. So let's go to the third page. And in this case, the third page, there's no data here. They, you know, blanked this person out. So we're going to click on this to make this go away. And we're going to drag over our Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so this is what we pasted. We Control C, we pasted it here. So we're going to go down just a little bit. Okay, we see that. Drag it here, drag it some more. Okay, and it highlighted that in yellow and green because that was the family I'd clicked on. Now notice right here where it says, you know, family name, migration year, and there's this blank line. Over here at the left, okay, on the far left, you're going to click and hold and highlight that. Okay, and it'll make those rows where the top of the table is, it'll make them highlighted. So we're going to right click and we're going to delete those. What that does is it just removes those cells. We don't need to have more data that tells us what that is. We're not looking at it in that format. All right, so now we're going to do something really nice. So we're going to click up in here, and we're going to do up at the top, it says format as a table. We're going to click format as a table. And the table does have a header row, so we're just going to save that. Now look at this. Now we have a searchable table. What we can do now, I'm looking for the surname of Wright. So I'm going to unselect everybody, and I'm going to scroll on down, and I'm going to look for the Wrights. Okay? Click OK. Look at there. Every one of the Wrights are now highlighted for me. Everybody that was in that township on any of the pages. So I can look through and find, you know, there's the Willie and the Flora, and then here's, you know, the people on, see the different household number, the family number. They were on the second page. We had John, Rosa, Bertha, and Oper, or Opper. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So there you have it. That's how you can use copy and paste into an Excel spreadsheet. Now, if you were looking for any other names, or maybe what you have is you're looking for a Wright, but the only thing you can remember is that she was 27 years old. So I can actually click on age, unselect all, and I'm looking for somebody that's 27. So we're going to go plus or minus a year. So we're going to go 27, and then we're going to go 28 and 26. We're just going to get the people that are in that age group. And so we're looking here, and we find a Wright right there, John D. Wright, age 27. So there's lots of ways. Once you get into this table format, there's lots of ways that you can, find that person. Maybe they were the single person in this group. They were single and 27. Maybe it was Martha. Okay. So that's how you can do it. You just simply, click on the icon right here, the picture icon. That brings up the list of names. You can click on here, drag it up, okay? And that way you can, see more of it down there. Now, if you want to close it, you can also close it here with the X. Open it by clicking on that, all right? So that's how you can easily find and read names in a census report. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, pass it around to your friends, and we'll talk to you again soon.